One thing I'm really self-conscious about, one thing that I'm really afraid of is that I have neurological damage, that I'm a vegetable mind, that I'm a pudding head, that, I'm adult, I'm a 37-year-old disabled moron. Some people say, Andrew, you're actually an intellectual, you're actually very smart, creative. I wouldn't say you're so much funny anymore, but you're depressed, but you're intelligent, Andrew. Thank you, I appreciate that. And even if I do have neurological damage from sitting in solitude, the lack of friendships, the mega regimen of psychiatric medication that I didn't want to take, hey, maybe even the running, the lack of hydration and nutrition from 2005 to 2011 when I was 18 to 24 years old, maybe that caused neurological damage too. Some people say it couldn't be worse than, Ozzy Osbourne, who, probably used all sorts of drugs and, fried his brain that way. He's like, yo, man. I saw an ad where it's like, yo, don't do drugs, don't do cocaine, don't do... And, I haven't, I don't drink, I don't use drugs. So, Ozzy was like, yo, don't inject things, don't do these drugs. So, I mean, at the very least, not to criticize Ozzy Osbourne, but I come across more high-functioning than that. I'm more sharp, quick-witted, and discerning than that. I should be like, yo, don't run and be anorexic and make sure you eat, make sure you drink a lot of fluid because you don't want your brains to turn to mush, you don't want your brains to turn to pudding, you gotta make sure, and psychiatric medications, there's no evidence that could render you a vegetable mind, so... obviously some people say, Andrew, your executive functioning isn't very high. But, maybe there's going to be a woman out there, who wants to take care of me. Maybe there's going to be a woman out there who wants to be like a motherly girlfriend to me, So, maybe there's going to be a woman who wants to be like my mother, So, yeah, that's the story. That's the story. So, I don't think I come across as much of a vegetable mind as I think I do. I don't think, I think I'm intelligent.